Certainly. Allianz Parque, estamos de volta.
Colombia llegaba a Italia con un equipo de presidentes y jugadores prometedor. Toda la experiencia necesaria en el formato y las normas de Kings para llevarse el primer Mundial de Naciones de la historia. Juan Guarnizo, Westcott, Pelikanger y James prepararon un equipo que aspiraba a todo, dirigido por el pibe Verdirame y liderado por Ángelo Caro y Mar Ortega, entre otros bien conocidos en la Kings Américas. Una selección terrible que pisó fuerte desde el inicio, con una victoria contundente 4-1 sobre Marruecos y 2-3 contra Turquía en el segundo partido. En cuartos, golearon a Uzbekistán 6-1 y en semis volvió a ganar a Marruecos, esta vez 1-2 y con más dificultades. Con esta contundencia se plantó en la gran final del Mundial sin haber perdido un solo partido. Pero ahí se encontraba el gran favorito y dominador de la competición, el Brasil de Kelvin Oliveira, que no perdonó y se proclamó campeón con un claro 6-2. ¿Tendrá su esperada vendetta el equipo colombiano en casa de su verdugo? No se pierdan la Kings World Cup of Nations en Brasil. Enero 2025. Perú llegaba a su primera Kings World Cup of Nations de la historia, dispuesta a dar la sorpresa. Zayn quería llevarse su primer título del Mundo Kings después de haber sido derrotado en la final del Split 2 en la Liga Mexicana contra Olimpo. Pero el torneo empezó muy complicado para la selección peruana. Una derrota 4-2 ante Alemania. Aun cuando Zayn anotó el penalti presidente, los dejaba en una situación de vida o muerte para el segundo partido. Salvaron la situación con una victoria trabajada 4-3 ante República de Corea, que puso la emoción del partido al máximo con el gol al minuto 41, que les dejaba a un paso de la clasificación y la eliminación de Perú. El equipo llegaba a Last Chance contra Uzbekistán con la motivación necesaria para clasificarse a los cuartos de final. Pero el país asiático no lo iba a poner fácil. En unos minutos iniciales de locura, Uzbekistán ya ganaba 3-0 en el minuto 3. Una remontada épica en el segundo tiempo puso a Perú por delante al minuto 39, con un gol doble de Iván Galvez, pero pocos segundos después, el equipo asiático marcaba su gol doble y se clasificaba para cuartos, poniendo punto final al equipo sudamericano.
Meet Abofla, the streamer with 50 million subscribers who turned his passion into purpose and became a hero for the Arab world through gaming and helping others. 2 Guinness World Records. 1 unstoppable mission to change lives. He spent 268 hours locked in a glass box, raising $11 million for refugees. All that while, over 600,000 viewers watched it all live. Now Abofla brings that fire to the Kings League, leading the Qatar national team.
Enero del 2025. La primera Kings World Cup of Nations de la historia reunió a las mejores selecciones del mundo y Argentina no podía faltar tampoco en el universo Kings. Se unían los equipos de la Kings España y la Kings América para crear el mejor equipo argentino posible, capaz de seguir la estela de la Selección Nacional de Fútbol 11 y proclamarse campeona del mundo. El Kun Agüero, Jero Freixas y Marquito Navajas escogieron a Martín Pose como DT para que su experiencia guiara al equipo hasta lo más alto. 2 victorias en los 2 primeros partidos auguraban el mejor de los caminos. 4-2 en el duelo espectacular ante España, con Pablo Gómez como estelar, y 2-1 contra Japón en un match en el que tocó sufrir, porque ni Marquito Navaja con su penal, ni Pablo Gómez en el shootout pudieron anotar. Ya en cuartos de final enfrentaron a México en un partido de infarto, en el que brillaron sus estrellas. Pablo y Obed marcaron. Los presidentes también lo hicieron con Kun Agüero y Gabo Montiel. Sin embargo, el duelo acabó en penalty shootout con la victoria del equipo mexicano 3-4. Ninguna derrota en tiempo regular y una muy buena participación del equipo argentino, que aún así se fue decepcionado a casa, con ganas de demostrar que es mejor que eso. ¿Será Brasil en donde pueda demostrarlo?
Papa Plata is not just one of Germany's biggest creator. He is the creative heartbeat of a generation. With millions of followers across Twitch, YouTube, and podcast platforms, he hasn't just grown an audience, he's built a very unique style and culture. Kevin Papaplati is a storyteller, entertainer, strategist, and voice of youthful energy. Through every live stream, every edit, every off-the-cuff conversation, he channels authenticity, humor, and a digital spirit. Passion is his core asset. Strategy and heart will determine if it becomes victory.
Polonia.
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 Polish esports pioneer Izak built an empire around his charismatic commentary. A former Counter-Strike pro, he transitioned to streaming and quickly amassed a massive community. But Izak didn't stop at esports. He crossed into mainstream sports, commentating every Poland match at Euro 2016 and joining Poland's national broadcast team for the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Today, Izak's unique blend of gaming expertise and football passion makes him Poland's ultimate digital sports voice, perfectly positioned to bring his electrifying style to the Polish national team.
It's time.
What?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
L'Algérie, c'est un peuple qui a une histoire, une vraie, une lourde, qui a forgé des principes solides. Ici, on apprend très tôt ce que veulent dire respect, fraternité et honneur. C'est des regards, des rêves qu'on porte avec fierté. هنا الفوتبول نعيشوه نتنفسوه كرة هي حياتنا كاملين. تعلمنا القيم، أخلاق واحترام. هي أكثر من لعبة، حب الوطن.
Ashmi, you need to sign for your country.
Hop, 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 tu as oublié quelque chose là.
Tahia Jezair.
The Indian and Indonesian national anthems, the two teams that will be facing each other. Game 1 of match day 2 here at the Trident Arena in Sao Paulo, Brazil for the Kings World Cup of Nations of 2026.
Yeah, one of those matches where you really do not know what to expect. And we saw a lot of that in the opening day, of course, but we might be in for some real surprises here.
Thank you, sir.
2026.
The players on the line for this kickoff, and it's a dash to the centre.
Here we go, the race is on. India get the first header, the battle is on. Nice little touch there from Reza Yamani. Able to flick it out, a sideline throw for India on that left-hand side. These are the first movements of India versus Indonesia. Here's the effort from range, blocked.
Yeah, it's 2v2 right now.
The goalie is way off his mark. You can't do that. Handball outside of the box, and that's a red card. Oh my word, what a dramatic start to this one, John.
For players, but a red card here means he's going to be off for a few minutes. Yeah, it's a deliberate handball, isn't it? There's no question about it. Rush of blood to the head.
31 seconds into the game. Indonesia to restart. Here's Nazil. Yamani back towards Nazil. Can he pull the trigger? He decides against it. No angle there. Yamani! Good save from the backup Indian goalkeeper, Mohamed Roshana. The counter-attack is on. India have the breakthrough and they have the goal! Lovely left-footed finish.
It really was a slap in the face, wasn't it?
Mushraf Mohamed scores the first for the Indians. Indonesia try to respond the first few minutes of the game. It's now 3v2. This is where that red card is kicking in to make India play a man down.
Okay.
You have to do better than that, Reza Yamani.
There's still plenty of room, plenty of spaces.
3v2 when it comes to the outfield players. First time finish. Roshan's going from way, way out. It's an audacious attempt. And that was oh so close.
Indonesia just need to be a little bit more alert and take the hard chances. Maybe one or two touches too many from them at times.
Is Peter Jr., the number 11. He's got support on the right-hand side. On frame, good save there.
That's another tame finish, wasn't it?
Here's the through ball. A little too much pace on it. Indonesia with a chance to restart on the left-hand side. Peter Jr. once again on his right foot.
You know what reminds me of? It reminds me of my shooting earlier on today when we had a kick around on this
my
playing
friend,
surface.
I think yours might actually be a little bit better.
And that is saying something.
Here's the counter-attack off the post. What a run from Roshan. Is he going to make it 2-0? Absolutely incredible. Mohamed Roshan against all odds. How about the manner in which he decided to place it over the line? The Indonesian goalkeeper didn't have it. The Indian one certainly would. A man down in the lead by a couple of goals. You cannot script this any other way. What a map.
India, I really do think, on the footballing world have got a massive potential. Not just here in the King's Universe, but also at professional football level as well.
India doing a good job defending. Here's the effort from range. Took a deflection on that. The clock is ticking closer to the 6th minute. Minute number 6 right now.
Yeah, and probably India are thinking, okay, great, we don't want the extra man back because we're doing really well with a man down here.
Here come Indonesia down the left-hand side goal line, cut back. The build-up is looking nice, and that's an excellent save.
Peter Jr. pulling the trigger. They've had countless chances, the side in red. It's a good...
Indonesia with almost 80% ball possession, yet it's India who are in the lead by a couple of goals. Wasn't the best of passes, was it? Here's Abdulaziz. He's got the support further back from Jordi Rinaldi, the number 19. There he is once again getting involved on the action. Abdulaziz. Here's the effort from range, not a bad attempt. And it's on the clock, keeping in mind both teams can activate the precedent penalty as well as the secret card up until minute 17 in the first half. There's the effort from range. Out.
When the drama is higher and players are running out of steam, running out of energy, that's when we get some crisp goals as well.
Good footwork there. Van Peer trying to slice his way through the Indian defense.
Yeah, but in the end, going nowhere. Too congested down the centre.
This is Jordi Rinaldi. He's got support on the right-hand side from Abdulaziz. There's the effort from range. Great save. Smirk there. He knows it was good. Let's have a look at the replay. Here's the long ball. Not the best of controls, was it, from Prasant, the number 28.
World's greatest ever footballers. It's asking a little bit too much, I feel. Anthony, you're named after... There's a shrug of the shoulders.
St. Anthony, I guess.
Well, we're going to see the first card of the afternoon.
Secret card.
Double goal.
Double goal for Indonesia, so...
Yeah, next 4 minutes crucial. They have to make, it's all well and good. This one fires into the stands
on the other. And I stand corrected, the double goal, of course, for Indonesia. If they score, they'll automatically equalize. Here's Van Per trying to squeeze his way through. The run was looking promising.
Again, space hard to come by.
What's the secret card going to be? A suspension by the looks of it.
India.
So India get the chance to select one player from Indonesia who
Secret card.
will be suspended for a few minutes. And since we're late in the half, I imagine down in the beginning of the half.
An arena sponsor logo, sometimes they're dropped from the cage in the ceiling.
Goals.
So you really never know with the scoreline as it is what's going to happen.
Underway with the final 180 seconds of this first half. Here's Dylan. He's got the support on the left from Peter Jr. Indonesia working the ball. India defend as best they can. Here's the effort from range. It's a decent strike. The corner kick to be taken on the right by Dylan. It's taken short. The layoff there for Les Daluhu. Couldn't progress any further, and India might have the breakthrough down the left. Cut across. Peter Jr. getting his body in the way just at the right time. I'm looking forward to that game as well as Morocco and Colombia. A repeat of the two battles that we had last year.
Poland, Algeria, as well as Qatar and Peru making up the afternoon's entertainment.
.30 seconds left before we wrap up this first half. From the looks of it, he's going straight for goal. The referee sounds the whistle, and it certainly had the power, but it did not have the placement. And that Gaules, one of the presidents of Team Brazil, in charge of the dice roll. 2v2, my man John. So for the first 3 minutes of the second half, yeah, all incredible elements of this King's universe. Underway, ladies and gentlemen, the ball drops, the dash is on. Indonesia get first possession in the second half. This is Van Per. Hopefully in these first 3 minutes we get some goals. 2v1 when it comes to outfield players right now. This could be the equalizer, or rather, the goal to reduce the damage for Indonesia. For a split second, I thought we were in double goals. The number 7, Mohamed Pausan, right foot on it, back of the net. This effort here.
This is where we expect the majority of goals. Finally, Indonesia getting a breakthrough.
India trying to, they have a corner kick from the left-hand side, take it short. Here's the effort, and it is good. A powerful left-footed finish. India regained the 2-goal lead, 3-1. The goal did not count. There might have been an offside on the play. Here come Indonesia once again, the equalizer! Indonesia have 2. Really happy with what he's seeing. Have a look at the replay. One touch to control it. The second touch to smash it in, and just like that. Now, John, we are level.
Yeah, game on, isn't it? Well, Indonesia and India from a very good position where they really waltzed through that first half. Suddenly find themselves pegged back.
Indonesia certainly making the most of these first few minutes. There's the effort from Rain, and just like that, they go from 2-0 down to 3-2 up. Permana Van Per is going to grab the goal. A completely different Indonesia. India haven't quite returned from halftime. 3-2.
Yeah, that's putting it on.
Underway once again. Double goal privileges for Indonesia. Fandi Permana now, the star player. Or rather the player who was suspended. And the player who attempted that finish earlier was the one I was referring to in the first half, the Alexander Romario. Alexander, named after Alexander the Great. Romario, named after the Brazilian football legend who won the World Cup in 1994. Here come India. The pass up the field on the goal line. Cut back. Romario! Block. Denied the equalizer.
I think Romario would have hit it low on this occasion instead of a bit high.
And he would have been inside that small area there.
As I said, a lot of pressure being named after Alexander the Great and Romario the Great. My name's Jonathan, real famous Jonathans I can think of. Well, there's a few out there, but looking on, it's a very open group, this one.
Absolutely. Nice little cheeky touch there from Hordi. Here's Abdulaziz driving it back. India trying to press. Indonesia able to venture forward. Here's Yamani, and it's a sensational strike. Indonesia go from 2-0 down to 4-2 up. Imagine for the first time in the Kings World Cup of Nations, we have a team coming back from a 2-goal deficit to lead by a couple of goals.
It's very interesting as well, the goal scorer here, who's the answers throughout the match. Indonesia, as I said, left the shooting boots at home.
Here come India
in the first half, and now India seem to have that same problem. Such a difference.
You know, now that you say it, John, that really might have been a turning point in that game. Concentration, the capability, the maturity to just listen. Here come Indonesia once again. That wasn't a bad strike, was it?
It's a great turn, it's a nice idea. And then I think his first touch was just a little bit heavy.
I have a question here. The number 47, Mohamed Rochal, the backup goalkeeper, is playing as an outfield player. So I wonder who's in goal. I believe Jaime Joy came back. Yeah, that appears to be the case. High press from Indonesia. That ball's ricocheting all over the place, loose and alive. Recovered by India and eventually claimed.
They do like to milk it a little bit. I think they do get mobbed as well at the end if they find the back of the net. A lot of congratulations so far, a lot of encouragement. It's got to do the business. For any of the presidents who are here at the stadium, if they get the card, they have to take the penalty.
Yeah, the president of Team Indonesia very much welcomed onto the pitch by his players. This is the guy who won the title of Mr. YouTuber Asia back in 2018. And he has the golden opportunity to put 5-2 on the scoreboard for the sides in red and black.
He's got his boots on. Seen some presidents take their boots off. He's got his boots on. It's a heavy, standard-sized football.
Almost 32 on the clock, and he does not deliver. Way too much power on that penalty from Atta Halilintar.
You know, in the old days, people were talking about penalties being the lottery. It is not. It is a lot of training, it's a lot of practice, and if you don't do that, people training, I think, might be a few cameras around, hopefully switched off when I take a few penalties.
No, we're definitely switching on those cameras, buddy.
Yeah.
I will definitely be going for that crossbar challenge. You got that 100% right.
Complete fluke.
Maybe we'll switch, you know, John, maybe we'll switch the penalty kicks for some crossbar challenges. You saw me earlier today, right? Getting in right on the first. I don't remember that at all.
I was
my friend.
somewhere studying for the games. I had things to do. I was busy, man. You were
Uh-oh, here we go. 4-3. India reduced the damage.
Oh, that's a gift. An absolute gift.
Darji, right place, right time. Just one touch on the ball. It flies.
Today, Kai has spent a lot of time in England, so he's a fan of, because we count Indian food as English cuisine, because it is to some extent. Go back to the football here. You can hear the buzzer going down.
Driven across, here's Abdulaziz. Minute 36. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We will be entering match ball mode. You see their chat mode.
Clicks required now.
All right, it's going to be a shootout for India. Here we go. Just wide, scraping the post.
Well, they've got to release that ball quickly as well, within 5 seconds. Sometimes it means a hurried shot. And
Team Indonesia, respectively.
Means right now India are in the driving seat.
Keeping in mind,
Indonesia are in the driving seat, rather.
It's 5v5. There's a lot more space now on the pitch. Here's Van Peer from range. What an absolute sleep. Indonesia from the right-hand side.
Yeah, Mohamed Roshan really, or Hoshan, really at his best on that occasion.
And now Indonesia have to do the due diligence defending the effort from range.
And I think it's going to favour Indonesia, the fewer players we have out on show. More opportunities to score.
Vote on the name of the player.
Tensions rising here.
Niho Gilbert to restart with Rajon going for the give and go. There it is, good. The finish though, here come Indonesia. Fausan.
Yeah, and
here's Roshan. Indonesia defending at this point, just looking to pounce on the counter-attack. Lovely work inside from Mushraf Muhammad, halted in his tracks. Indonesia have the counter-attack. Fausan.
Took too long.
Good piece of defending there from the goalkeeper.
Who's leaving his side a little bit exposed. India know they've got to find the back of the net, at least on one occasion. But he leaves that goal open.
There from Van Peer.
Again, there's tons of room here. Keeper stayed forward. He's in space. Tons of space. Finally gets it.
He might get the goal as well. Not with that sort of finishing. Now Indonesia defending with just 2 outfield players. Here come India. The effort from range, Roshan. Here come Indonesia, working the ball from player to player, from foot to foot. And there it is. And that seals the deal for Indonesia. Reza Yamani scores yet again. Make that 5-3 Indonesia. Will you look at the celebration? A debut win for them.
In from that left-hand channel to score a very similar goal to what he had earlier on. And from our angle as well, we thought he smashed it into the back of a side netting. Yeah, one of
Asif Khan has been voted the MVP of the game. In just a few moments, we'll be getting underway with Poland and Algeria. Game number 2 of match day 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next, Poland versus Algeria. Let's get ready for this one.
our coverage of the KWCN live and direct from Sao Paulo, Brazil. One match down, 4 more to come, including this one here, Poland against Algeria. John Cottrell, Anthony Wells with you for this one. The match you've just seen, India against Indonesia, Anthony, it's one of those games, a couple of dark horses. Poland, Algeria.
Right, these are teams that have more firepower, teams that are able to produce better football, a better game. So I have high expectations for this one as well. Two teams, of course, making their debut on this very stage. So we're going to see if the nerves, the pressure are going to get the better of them.
Poland squad for this match. A lot of little accents on the names, so forgive us if we're not 100% accurate with the Polish.
Yeah, there's a player there in the Algerian squad named Zidane. He's got the name. The question is, does he have the game?
We've seen Romario.
We've seen Romario, yes.
We're going to see Zidane match. Secret card record to your left. Shootouts generally the favoured choice for most of the teams. There's the winning horn. Who's going to get there first as the ball is dropped from that cage? Poland in white shirt sent shirt pulling immediately. The keeper taps that one away to make a bit of space for himself. Keeper with a shooting opportunity, didn't take it. Maybe sometimes the keepers use as pawns as that goes round the long way. And
it's really giving him a hard time, pressed up against his man. Hopefully we get some goals in these first few minutes just to kick off the game in dramatic style.
Ben Sharif gets his shot away and already on the pitch. You can hear that countdown clock as well. Benawed, keeper in support. Will get it. Now it's a shooting opportunity again. Goes on his right foot, stabs it in. Another decent save. And Algeria pressing here, and it's skied, no fingertip stop.
In the right place, keeping that ball from going in. It's always important to score early, but it's also important not to concede early. And so far,
the keepers heavily involved.
So far, both teams able to
wide. See what Algeria can do. Need a bit more movement from the front runners. Instead, it's a go it alone. It comes to nothing in the end. 6 against 6 now. Algeria in possession. It's a flamboyant effort.
Straight to the quarterfinals.
Here come Poland. Moving the ball from wing to wing. Again, it's going to go congested. Jazak tries to pick a way through, drills in a shot. High press from the Poles.
Algeria with just a little bit more ball possession, right? We see the numbers there, 57 against 43.
Well, that's a bit sloppy. Poland got away with that one defensively. Keeper has gone down in a heap.
From up here, my friend, I know it's a different situation when you're down there playing, but I'm a fan of the mistakes, because when you make mistakes, things happen. Played in the French Ligue 1 with Nice. Played with Brest as well.
Here come Poland. It's one of those things now, Brazilian football attracting players more. Approaching the 10-minute mark. And I think fair to say, Anthony, that not a lot has happened so far. Is that about to change? No, Jazek's in the way, tries to get away. He's got a bulky figure, but carries the ball forward, drills in a low shot, and it's a decent stop. And this is a long way out, and that picked up pace as it went in. We talked about off the turf. It's got that style, the shorts, tucked into something, Anthony. I'm not quite sure if they're pinned up or whatever, but Bulgaria was equal to for the Poles at least. For Algeria, I don't think any standout candidates so far, at least. 13 minutes on the clock. Straight at the keeper.
And this is the secret player that was unveiled.
Algeria stabbed that one home. They look across the line. I think it's going to be ruled out for offside.
Sorry to interrupt you there, buddy. I was just about to explain that the man we saw a few moments ago is the secret player unveiled by Team Poland. He's got the hairstyle. His name is Michael Mata.
It's offside. Okay.
Finally, when I thought we were going to get a goal offside. First ever goal at the European Championship in the Euros of 2008 against Austria. 25 matches, 4 goals for the Poland national team.
Zak again.
If one team scores, automatically they'll be leading by a couple of goals, which will put some pressure on the other team to try and bounce back. He made appearance in the Kings League France, went through the youth systems of FC Nantes.
Algeria in possession in their green shirts.
You know, I really recall the energy that the Algerian fans brought to Brazil when they were at the World Cup here in 2014. Shootout that happened at the Neoquímica Arena here in Sao Paulo, because it happened here in Sao Paulo. I thought that's what you're referring to.
No, talking about the other semi-final in Minas Gerais. This is speculative, going nowhere. Indians, this is our second match, scoreless here, as you can see. Germany, Argentina, maybe the pick of the matches, on paper at least, coming up next as this one sails off target. Claim what would be a double scoreline for them. Clock ticking down. Nice footwork. Can Algeria pounce? They can! Perfect timing for the side in green as we go into the break, and they will take a 2-goal lead. Mr. Optimistic was bang on. Great touch in the centre of the park, then drilled in low.
Yeah, lovely left-footed finish there from Amin Ben Sharif. He was the player who offensively perhaps was the...
Well, images from the Qualent Arena. The dice. What would die, to be absolutely correct, has been... Well, here we go. Forward second half. Chance here for Poland to get themselves back on level terms right from the kickoff. Pressing his way through.
Yes, that's right, John. Who else but Norbert Jasak accelerating.
Poland against Algeria, second match. We finally are getting goals. Maybe another one here, brave keeping. In place, it's almost like he's on the beach. Difficult to see how much contact was made from the knee. We get a better look here, but it's momentum and this foot contact. Second match of the afternoon.
In progress.
I definitely agree with you there, my friend. We know a lot of players can sometimes make the most of the theatrics, but one thing is to be out there on the field, and the other thing is to be in the commentating booth looking at the replay. But from the looks of it, there is contact there, but I see it as an accidental contact.
Yeah, that's not malicious. Although, our referee shoots out. There's the countdown. Maybe a heavy first touch. He rounds the keeper though with ease. 2 quick goals for the number 10. And Poland are well and truly...
Guy's got not ice, my friend, liquid nitrogen running through his veins, because he was able to capitalize on 2 shootouts. The first time drifting toward into the second half. 2-2, a brace for the Polish number 10.
Yeah, deceptively pacey, and that's a wonderful strike. Well, the goals here are starting to flow. Seven against 7. Our second match of the day. 23 minutes on the clock. Don't forget Germany, Argentina, Qatar, Peru. Let's see what Algeria can do. We haven't seen any header goals. No, we have seen one actually.
We've seen good ones, we've seen bad ones, we've seen former professional footballers miss. What can Isaac produce?
Well, he's got the ball, he's placing the ball just to our left of our commentary position. I think he was on the same tier as us, so he had to come down some steps. Does it tide him out? Better find out. Good opportunity though here for Isaac. He steps forwards and drills it in low and hard. And maybe he needs to work on his celebrations, but we've seen this before as well. Presence.
Yeah, 6-goal game at this point, not bad at all. Low and hard before minute 36, that is.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting as well if the Algeria president takes the hat off or steps forward with hat in place. Was he dragged out? Referee says no. Right. Secret cards on their way here.
Secret card.
Number 1. What will the response be?
For Argelia is Joker. Penalty.
And that's the Joker. That's
Secret
perhaps
card.
the best card of them all. You get to steal your opponent's card or pick the goal already, so he's got everything to become a hero.
Well, took it well. So not a 0, but a hero. Second goal of the match. Bottom corner. Doesn't matter how you do your penalties, as long as...
Yeah, very well taken. Goalkeeper went the wrong way. He had the power, had the placement. A very confident finish from Haris El Moutaki, who gets another goal.
Oh, deflected.
How about that save?
Yeah, deflected shot.
Accidental penalty. Algeria will regain that 2-goal lead that they had late in the first half. So it's a good strategy. I can see what they're doing, and I'm liking it.
Now he adjusted the right boot. Did he undo the shoelace? Can he step forward? Can he put it away? Well, hit with venom, hit with power. No, it's not a bad penalty actually. Down the middle, bit of pace, bit of curve on it. Forward.
Yeah, he played it safe, friend. Rather, what a second half.
Yeah, vastly improved. They're going to say offside. The back heel will the Trident Arena. The game has picked up. Good little turn. Prodded forward, and no joy. North stand, the south stand as they're known. Are we east or west? I've not been able to work that one out. And drilled in with some real power on that occasion, but just off target.
The Kings World Cup of Nations will be played January 17th. To make sure to get your tickets on our website, kingsleague.pro.
Poland trying to pick up the loose pieces on a strictly zone assault, kilometres away as the crow flies. It's much further to go by road, but the sounds from the Morum Bis, as it's called nowadays, moving forward. Likewise, Algeria, that's well taken. Little bit of space. The pocket was exploited. Kept his eye on the ball rather than the keeper. And it's based around the futsal or salon football style, 7-a-side. So the basic formula's there, but the essence of the game is intact, but so many differences. You don't see dice dropping from the ceilings in futsal. Not usually, anyway. Now Poland trying to respond and do so. Maybe a lifeline for them.
2 goals in the lead is not a whole lot in the Kings universe, so this match, my friend, is
important way to start the championship with a win.
Yeah, this is a huge result for Algeria thus far. Imagine winning on your debut, not only your debut in the competition, but a debut on this very stage. And it's proving to be a very, very tough challenge, really, for both teams. If the score stays this way, once we hit minute 36, we're going to enter match ball mode. And that way the match will only finish if Algeria score their 7th.
And Colombia. Well, Poland seeing plenty of the ball. Algeria won't mind too much, but they've got to be a bit careful. That shot was whipped in.
At the end of the day, because in the upcoming game, we have a special message from a World Cup champ. And in the Colombia-Morocco game, a special message as well from a football legend. That Brazilian energy, that vibe in and around.
Oh, that's wonderfully taken. Catching Poland unawares. Very.
Another goal for Hadis El Moutaki. And John, let me take a look at the replay here. I think this is going to go down as an own goal. It's a bit tricky for the Europeans.
It's probably going to stay with Harris, I think, because it just hit the player and came off him. He didn't miscontrol the ball in any way, shape or form, but it's another nail, isn't it, in the Polish coffin. Such quick thinking, such speed of thought. Again, the countdown, the warning as we reach the 36 minutes. With a lot of work to do. Match ball scenario.
Absolutely. No scripts here, my friend. All improv.
Anything from this game. Linker tried to make a bit of space for himself, couldn't do so. There's a quick return. Out wide, almost drilled in by Guerreiro, the Brazil.
With the Polish national team, he was looking a little slimmer.
Now Algeria, chance to clinch it!
Oh my word, you can't miss that sort of thing.
That's the kind of... A let off for Poland. Trying to respond. More of a smash onto the metal frame, rather.
In a past life, my friend, I think you were an engineer.
Yeah, there's that mentality there. Nice footwork from Linker. Poland seeing the ball, and the deflected shot hits the back netting.
They end up conceding because, of course, as the players drop out and the Battle Royale scale down, you have more room.
Again, Poland knocking on the door. Jazak has his shot saved. Finds Jazak in all sorts of space that the ball can reach him. They go right instead. There's the layoff for the shots drilled in. Algeria can't clear the line. Jazak is waiting to pounce and does so, but... Well, for me, the buzzer went before the ball was put into the net. With the sounds we're hearing.
I think what's key is you need to take the shot before the buzzer, but if the ball...
Now this might be the moment. This man has been all important, and it is the moment! And he does it for Algeria. One of the men you're going to pick out to score the goals. He would have put the money on the number.
The left foot. And we clearly saw that over the course of this game. MVP of this match, deservedly. He deserves that armband. And what a win for Algeria. Just huge win against Poland. A lot thanks to this guy right here. Everything went right for him. Even when he hit the post, the ball went back towards the goalkeeper and into the back of the net.
And it went right as well because he deservedly gets the MVP armband. A couple of games when votes have come in late, as they've got it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Trident Arena in São Paulo, Brazil, where in just a few moments we will be getting underway with this match right here, the third game of match day 2, Germany versus Argentina, Argentina versus Germany. It's a World Football Classic. Loss to Mexico. Let's get to the lineups. Here are the Germans who entered the Kings World Cup of Nations in 2025 as something of a mystery box, right? Since no Kings League season had previously been played in Germany, the expectations were high, especially because there were already several experienced, small-sided football players. Well, what happened with Germany? In the opening game, the clash with Brazil brought back many memories of that legendary meeting of the two nations in the semifinals of the 2014 World Cup. Once again, the scoreline was high, but it was the Brazilians that won, a clear 9-3 victory. So the question is, what can Argentina,
You're going to go for chapters, I'm going to go for halves.
Chapters and halves. Sounds good by me, my friend. There are the secret, the dash for cash, my friend. I like it. I think I'm going to copy that one from you, buddy.
No way.
You can keep the copyrights. Underway, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to get first possession? It is Germany. With Jelicic, he's got the support from Dressen. Going for the return ball. It finally makes its way to his target. Good save there from the Argentine goalkeeper. Leo Silva. Germany still have it though. Here's Dressen. Not enough of an angle there.
In world football here, Argentina and Germany, so we've got the perfect setting, the perfect place for it as well.
Robert Luis Sanchez turns. The pass wasn't ideal. He might get a second chance here. No time. Luis Sanchez, he's got the support from Facundo Romero, here he is, left foot on it! Los hermanos break the deadlock. And from Facu Romero, here's the replay, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at this beauty. Back of the net.
A massive rivalry between Brazil and Argentina, neighbors geographically. Oops.
VAR intervention.
The countdown.
Heartbreak for the play-by-play guy right here. I enjoyed calling that one.
Well, bad for you, worse for Argentina.
Worse for Argentina. It can always be worse, right? And if you're listening to the drums in the background, those are the Argentina supporters making their presence known. Lovely finish. Brazo Jr.
disappearing into the changing room area momentarily.
Closing in on the 3-minute mark. Facu Romero, he's got the support from Luis Sanchez. Here's Rottenberg. Sanchez! How about that save?
The player just seems to go across, not going to get there, and a burst of pace and an outstretched paw, and the ball stays out.
Argentina still on the offensive drive. Here's Rottenberg on the left. He cuts it across, and it's tapped away. So far, the South Americans enjoying a little bit more ball possession than Germany. Here's Cohen from range. There's a deflection. Didn't penalty or a go. Germany trying to build out from the back. Argentina with the high press. Almost won there. Here come the Europeans. Through ball. Are they going to draw first blood? The answer is no. But they did come very close. Look at the ball possession there. How about Papa Plate standing up on his chick?
Wouldn't mind.
Here's the long ball left-hand side. Caught back. First time hit. It's a decent one. This Sudamericana matches with him, I'm sure.
You know, the name doesn't sound familiar. My spell in the Libertadores could be wrong, of course. I had that gap around the COVID time as well.
A dangerous foul for Germany. Chapter.
Second chapter.
You did good, you did good. Here's the effort. Halted in his tracks.
Plenty of hustle and bustle. And challenges are flying in.
Foul for Germany in the same position as the previous one.
It's knowing how important it is to win this first match.
Left foot on it. No Here come Germany once again working their way inside. It's a through ball on the right, cut back, tapped away. Herbert Paul, aka Heppy, him and Bernardo Jr. played in the Nations last year. Here come Germany on the goal line. Loose and alive, hit first time. And it flies out of bounds. It's on the clock. 0-0 between Germans and Argentinians. No foul given there. Play on, says the ref. It's a heated game. I believe the referees are going to have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, and Franco Romero quickly back on his feet when that free kick wasn't given.
Neil Dressen. The German goalkeeper says that when he's not on the pitch, he prefers to spend time on his motorcycle. How about that, huh?
Oh, as a motorcycle rider, that's a wonderful challenge.
Back in the day, you know how to ride a motorcycle, John?
Oh, well, it was a kind of one of those moped things in Greece. For me, that's a great challenge.
All ball there from...
For safety involved.
I think motorcycles are cool, even though I don't know how to ride one. Hopefully one day I'll learn. Argentina just trying to get the counter-attack going. Here come Germany. They win it back on the left now.
We know that footballers are a superstitious bunch.
That ball's loose and alive in there.
Yeah, you know, for me, that kind of superstition, well, if he does it every match, Fogo have a label of being the most superstitious club in Brazil.
In a negative way,
Not
right?
necessarily in a negative way, but, well, even Brazil...
Negative things, right? Turnarounds in matches after being in the lead 3-0. Those sorts of things only happen to the Botafoguenses. But then after winning the Libertadores and the Campeonato Brasileiro in 2024, they say, okay, I think that...
Botafogo, who became the last club in Rio de Janeiro to win the Libertadores, and they had to after Fluminense won it. And if we're talking about Brazilian football, it means that here, 2 occasions.
Yeah, both teams defending well, able to work the ball well from player to player, from feet to feet. Having a tough time, though, finding those openings. Very physical game. Uh-oh. We just might get the first goal here. And yes, we do. Gonzalo Lescano draws first blood for Argentina. Argentina on the scoreboard. Huge mistake there from Danny Bloom.
That's in Sri Lanka. That, for me, is an interesting fact. And Yambra only... Right, actually.
No, I'm just kidding. You've never lost it, John. You're always on your feet.
I've lost documents. It fell out, 2 important documents, which is a... If you lose documents in Brazil, it's a bit of a pain.
Yes, it is. Bureaucracy can get in the way.
And that insulting remark from Anthony Wells has cost him the last snack on the dish.
You can have all the snacks after that one.
You can say I can have all the dish, but I'm taking it, and what is mine?
Yes, okay. Fair enough. You know what I'm really... It's a foul for Germany.
That's wasted.
Up, over and out. A little too much power on it. Long ball there from Dressen. Here's Dago. Dago Campari. Not the end of the first half just yet. Bangioni left foot on it. He was probably thinking he was at the Monumental de Nunes. Relation to Team Argentina. Bilal Brahimi, the Algerian professional footballer for Santos, in charge of the dice. And it lands on 3. Another one. Here we go. Germany on the first drive in. The effort there. The goal scorer now, Lescano. Back towards Facu. He's got support on the left-hand side from Rottenberg. Goes for goal. Equalizing goal. Sequinho. 1-2. The header from Seno. Sack. Sequinho once again lays it off, and there's the equalizer. Mehmetcan Senocak equalizes for Germany. The Europeans are level. Looking to regain the lead. Here's a replay. Senocak with a certain amount of line underneath Luis Sanchez. Dago hitting it first time, straight towards Daniel Dressen. Is he going to go for goal? Yes, he is! From coast to coast, from goal to goal. It doesn't get any better than this, does it? In less than a minute, Germany go from 1-0 down to 2 Europeans. And how about this? Daniel Dressen, the motorcycle guy, was for the Europeans.
Yeah, fabulous.
And Argentina just like that a level. Gonzalo Lescano has got his brace. He's got 2. Argentina have 2.
So for Germany, before Argentina hold the trigger.
1. Bangioni. Here's 4 goals, 2 apiece. Bangioni. Nice control there from Aaron Martinez.
It's a little bit of pace from Brazo Jr. Nowhere in the end. Well, here come Argentina. Just to clarify, even though we are the second day of the competition, it's still classified as match day 1.
Nah,
Not exactly what I was thinking.
Argentine booth there. Here come the South Americans on the left-hand side. Martinez, the layoff. Blocked. Germany trying to get the counter-attack going. Senocak, cheeky touch. Solid piece of defending there from Bangioni, a reminder of his River Plate days. Foul awarded. Tomas Sandoval, the number 7, caught the brunt of the challenge, and Hepi, the number 5,
Chris Monk
picks up the yellow card.
Maybe his time in Sri Lanka didn't really quite work out the way he intended.
The irony.
Yeah, a lot of, let's see what happens here.
Lovely chested control, lovely block, the rebound, it's alive. Sensational once again from Daniel Dressen. 2 clinical saves for Germany. Janisic, he's got the support from Brazo Jr. on the left, telling his teammate, come on buddy, get up there.
Still very little to choose between these two.
Sequinho, you know, he's on his TikTok account, he's got a little over 10,000 followers. He posts a video of 1 save a day until he reaches 10,000 followers. That's the Argentine who was fundamental. Here's the upper from range, and how about that save from Luis Sanchez? Went through his shop, as well as players from Boca and Independiente, 2 of some of the biggest football teams in Argentina. And he is the man tasked with giving Argentina the slight edge in what has been a very even game. Can he do it? Takes a deep breath, takes more than a few steps back. Dressen a little off to the side. Here's Marquito! And he's got ice, liquid nitrogen running through his veins to beat the excellent Daniel Dressen, who has been solid on the day. Left foot on it. On the other end as well, but since Papa Plate is connected remotely, it's going to be Sequinho, the German number 10, who's going to execute the shootout. Can he deliver left foot? Yes, he can. Make that 3-3, ladies and gentlemen, in quick fashion. Germany equalize. Amar Sequinho levels it all. Eye on the ball, not on the goalkeeper. We've seen a first secret card to be unveiled. It is a reverse penalty. Okay. So Germany will be selecting a player from Argentina to take the penalty kick. Counts as a German goal. That's how this reverse penalty secret card works. And Argentina have got the shootout. What's your reading here, John? Who has the advantage? Shootout. Maybe Argentina because of the shootout?
Those stats aren't going to give you a proper picture. So, just to clarify, he scores, it doesn't mean anything. He misses, it means a goal for Germany. You're relying on a mistake or a brilliant save.
Ezequiel Cohen to take it. He delivers. Almost. A save from Daniel Dressen. So everything.
Go in front.
Golden opportunity, that's right, to make it 4-3. Went the right way. Now he's up against a shootout. This is Facundo Romero.
Now his first touch is poor. So the cards both cancelling each other out, but his first touch, Romero's first touch was poor.
Cohen, Bangioni as an option on the left. Argentina able to work the ball from player to player, from foot to foot. The header there from Martinez, right place, right time. Looked like it. Minute 36, ladies and gentlemen. That wraps it up. Germany and Argentina will be heading for the shootouts.
I'm going to go for Germany because you asked me. I have no real conviction, but I'm just putting the kibosh on Germany.
Brazo Jr. went for the wrong angle there. It goes wide.
Had to answer.
Now Argentina with a chance to jump ahead to start things off in the shootout. Underway. Countdown is on, and he's denied by Daniel Dressen. Another save for him.
Yeah, man of the match below. Remember to vote by the name and get your votes in earlier on one stop.
Here comes Germany once again. It's Senocak off the post. Denied by the medal, the number 77. So far, both teams unable to score in the shootout.
So
Facundo Romero to try and execute the second shoot him versus Daniel Dressen once again. Here's the countdown. Facu up, over and out. Argentina.
We're running out of players here. I don't think we're seeing a shootout with so many. I think also it has that negative effect. They keep missing. We're all missing. Everyone's missing.
Sequinho, who already scored one shootout, does not score the second.
Doesn't Anthony Wells?
My friend.
We're going to be here all night. I've got a feeling with this one.
He was at the Nations World Cup last year. Franco Romero also denied by the crossbar.
Think about that goal. Some magic force, some special force. Keeper turned.
Danny Bloom. The countdown is on. Here's Danny Bloom. He's also denied conversions.
I just wonder if we're heading to some kind of record here between these two.
Mauricio Foresto is going for the fourth shootout for the South Americans. Can he be the first one to convert it? Yes, he can. Foresto makes no mistake. In the 1v1 situation, the pressure is on for Germany. If they miss, Argentina will... Yes, it is, my friend. Yes, it's right there.
That took a few seconds as well, didn't it?
This is Hagen Blom, and he skies it. Argentina win in dramatic fashion after a 3-3 tie in regular time. They win in the shootout by just 1-0. Mauricio Foresto, the only Argentine player to convert it. Fact, John, that only 2 matches in the competition so far went into the shootout. 2 matches between South Americans and Europeans, right? Chile versus the Netherlands, Argentina. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're following every moment of our Kings World Cup nations, pay attention. One of the most iconic items of the season is this right here, the official ball signed by the tournament's biggest stars, a true relic owned by KTO. You know, I'm feeling very popular, John. We got friends at UNICEF, we got friends at Fortnite, and we also got friends at KTO. I think I picked out a Boca Juniors jersey.
Rolls on. Qatar against Peru. Coming up after that elongated shootout between Germany and Argentina. And we thought for a long, long time that neither side would get a breakthrough in just one goal. I think, and I'm not 100% sure, but it has to be the worst shootout ever in the Kings universe history. I might be wrong, but how many times has that met? Starting with the Qatar in their mauvish shirts. It's slightly darker in real life. And these two sides wanting to put on a decent performance, knowing that a loss in the opening fixture means your back is against the wall, as a negative goal difference as well for the French side as we look at Peru. Red and white kit, kind of Stoke City-ish type kit for Peru here this late afternoon.
Yeah, and Peru, John, who have as the big name kit
Extent, a couple of almost goalless first halves. Again on your left, secret card, the average record, but general record again. All we've seen. The dash for cash is on. Qatar in the darker strip, Peru in red and white here. Late afternoon football. We await our first goal. We might get a chance here. We do very early on, 13 seconds on the clock. Cold, quite literally. Thumps that one into the back of the net.
Yeah, this video really explains that nickname, right, John?
It certainly does. Ice in the veins, as you say, as this runaway goes very, very quickly from one end to another. You might blame one keeper, but there was another finish from another keeper. And almost another one. It's just keeper against keeper so far. Bit of possession was from Sanchez initially. Sanchez looks at the return and thumps it in. And Czech gets in the way. An apt name perhaps for the number 11. Almost given away. Now danger here, and it's right-footed into the net, and this high-scoring match. Juan Carlos. A little bit of shirt pulling. His pace dragged him away, and he
always wears a hat, even during matches, to cover his hair. Not the case today, I wonder why.
Maybe a little bit too hot for him. Well, a blistering start here from his... Would it be goal number 4? Strong run, it's just wide.
Twice is Rooney. Do you see some sort of resemblance there? This guy.
So we've had Romario's
5, 6.
We've had Zidane.
Oh, that's a wonderful save, isn't it? Really got across, piling out onto the pitch.
And there he is, Abel Flap.
No hands.
That's another bullet shot into the chest of the keeper, unable to hang on to it, then whacked down the other way. It's a very open man.
What an absolute thunderbolt from Marinber Sanchez.
Magnificent stop from Czech. Chiop. Now Peru a little bit stretched here. It's a saving boot. Danger not quite over. Peru needs to clear the lines and get the chance to do so. Taken down well enough. Very well indeed, and there's no whistle until there.
Want to aspire to higher things in Brazil. They're going to need this guy right here to perform.
Driven in, the power was there, the direction was lacking. Seconds. As Antti said, it's going to be a tough old group. Spain seeing off the host Brazil. So making this all important for which side comes out on top.
Really one of the pioneers of content creation in Peru.
Well, this ball dipped in, but no takers. And again, we're in the famous number 10 shirt, so significant in South America. And it's whipped in the far side, and that's...
Staff, things started out great in an exciting fashion, but then, you know, the adrenaline has somewhat swiveled in the past few. And Qatar are doing a good job in holding that defensive position.
Well, they're hardly moving as well. He's got a flat back line of 4, 2 ahead of it, and they are not moving. And we get a shot, and it's wild, though. Agnello or Nayo rather, into the netting behind that goal. Their own half in what seems an eternity. Can they be a little bit more productive? They get themselves a corner. Their opponent's half and earning themselves a quick corner. Can they profit? Ricochets inside the area. Taken short.
Get up,
Referee says, what do you heard him? Get back on your feet. That was very sloppy. Very sloppy indeed, and it's punished! All that possession that Peru had moments ago. Ball possession really counts.
Yeah, the lethal mistake there from Jesus Vega Aigardo. He's not the kind of player to make that mistake. 19. So he is a player who is very accustomed to competing on the big stage.
Well, if anything, proved how possession and the possession stats don't make much of a difference. It was that movement there as we reached the 17-minute mark.
All those spaces keep Peru from getting too close to their goal, and they
we're at that point when every goal counts twice.
And ladies and gentlemen, I stand corrected. It's Jorge Monegal who's got that second goal for Qatar.
This one's lifted in, isn't it, from Peru? Did themselves no favours. Just before they conceded a goal, bags of possession, but went absolutely nowhere with it. Sanchez short, Elvaron sweeps it in and forces a stop from the keeper.
Find the angle, he found the shot as well, but he's going to have to do better than that if he wants to beat the stage for the first time. And at certain moments we can see the nerves getting perhaps the better of some of these players.
It's been a tactical battle. And driven low, and the keeper just got a touch, and it bounces on the top of the network. Qatar almost grabbed himself a third, and there's some glum faces.
Half time.
Oh, you heard it? Very, very fortunate. Bounces.
Charge of the dice roll. What's it gonna be? 1v1, John. You know, if
one goalkeeper in the wrong space, and that ball drops from the cage. Miss kick. Peru in their red and white. Quick change of personnel, maybe not quick enough as far as Qatar were concerned, because they only had one man on the pitch at one moment in that game.
Yeah, this is the speedy Youssef Chakiri, the excellent left back with Raja Casablanca. Played in the Moroccan top division. The number 8 there, Saravia, is going to have his work cut out for him.
It's wonderfully placed as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Out the bottom corner. Knew exactly what he was doing. Really picked that one out of the hat. Can Peru respond quickly? They try to keep it alive. Peru looking for something here.
Here come Peru, trying to produce something with Juan Carlos on that left-hand side. He finds space, blocked by Monegal.
Time in this game, and in every game, of course.
3, 4, 5,
Referee's
6,
count needs
7,
to release it if he can.
8, 9.
No, he can't. You've got to take the chance at.
Qatar will be there, Peru won't.
Well, who is going to take the honours here between these two sides? Are we back to...
Had gone to that ball, he would have been in a tricky situation where he wouldn't be able to produce anything from that position.
Well, that's a wicked shot, but tried, and they have created opportunities on goal. Where Peru, for the most part at least, have dillied and dallied and gone nowhere. Unable to find a breakthrough. They do whip in a shot from the far.
For the World Cup final. Here we go. Sync the KWC Nations 2026 schedule on kingsleague.pro. What you need to do is go to matches on the website and just click add to calendar.
In the next 14 minutes, just under or so, if we do go that far. Surely before too long we'll be seeing the car as he runs out of room on the far side. Qatar defensively very solid, well-trained, unwilling to remove themselves from that 2 defending the line of 4. And Peru again can't find a way through until now perhaps, and that's not far off target for the Peruvians. A little bit of space, keeper down, touches, all aimed at the far post, the very far post. Can Peru profit here?
And look
Thought
at
about a long-range shot and goes for it.
Look at the situation at Group D in that table, within that group rather.
Yeah, goal difference as well. Might really play the card as we just run down what we've seen and what we're about to see in a go. It's a reckless shot. Minutes. And we're yet to see a card, yet to see a penalty.
You know, John, in many 7v7 games.
Well, this could be promising. Here's drilled across the area.
He can constantly tilt things in a certain direction, and that, of course, just makes the Kings universe all the better to watch.
Drilled across the area again, but these two teams perhaps we've been expecting that.
Secret card for Qatar. Remember to get your tickets for the final at the Allianz Parque on January 17th on our website, kingsleague.pro. It is that easy. You can get merchandise, you can check out stats, your calendar to the website.
Let's see what it is. Shootout. There's the answer.
Who is the player?
Secret card.
Shootout.
If he can put this one away, it will be very, very valuable. And he can again, he just bends it in. Very similar finish to what he did. Then he pulls up. That is worrying for Qatar. But drilled in.
Of course, he has to enjoy it. Nothing wrong with this. On the contrary, what a finish from Youssef Shaqiri. There was never any doubt, was there? Penalty. So things are going to get good, my friend.
You need to take advantage of the cards and the penalties. That goes without saying. The footwork was fine. Couldn't find a way through, though. Peru now chasing this game. But what are we going to get? And this is a big, big moment. Peru needing something to get themselves back in this one. Wearing a very interesting shirt number, 111. Can he put it away? It's going to be a tough old task. He's allowed to move across his line but not move forward. And it goes the wrong way, and it's a cool finish. And Peru are back in it, courtesy the presidential penalty.
Mind, but he was having none of it. Left foot on the ball, played it safe, down the center. Peru cut.
Two presidents coming out very quickly. Yeah, when he pumped up like this, Anthony, you have to score, otherwise you're going to look a little silly.
You know, I will tell you one thing, John. I kind of like it. This is what the Kings universe is all about. It's energy right up there. And you can tell that he's got that energy, that he's got the passion. So does he have the game for it? Does he have the finish, the quality on the ball? Took off his shoes as well. Within the Kings League, Abou Fla is the president of Abo FC, which is a team known for its humor, chaos, and high fan engagement. You know, many Kings League fans call this guy right here the most entertaining president, and we can certainly see why.
Well, it's faking nerves. What I always find interesting here that the penalty taker and the goalkeeper shake hands. I'm all for sportsmanship, however, at the psychological edge, if I were the keeper or the potential goal scorer, I probably wouldn't want to do that. I want to be psyching out my opponent. Now, this is big again. Can he restore a 2-goal cushion? We've seen one president do it. We've seen the showboating from this man. Has he got the finish? No, he hasn't. Well wide of a target, and all that fist pumping and all the banging came to nothing at all.
My friend doesn't have the quality of a penalty kick taker. I mean, who am I to talk? I'm up here in the commentating booth judging the guy, but you have to do better.
Back to the possession game of, I almost said Stoke City, but it is Peru.
It looks like Stoke City, doesn't it? It's a beautiful jersey. Both teams with beautiful jerseys.
Oh, almost a break for Qatar. And Peru recover. Asiara's effort. This is a chance.
Oh, my word.
And it somehow misses the target. And yet, so far.
Less than 2 minutes for Peru to activate that secret card. The question is, are they going to use it?
Yeah, as this one stabbed in and off target. Yeah, still not a lot to choose between these two. Right on, does well. Runs into traffic, has it whacked clear, and it forces a stop from the keeper.
About with 40 seconds on the clock.
So that's ticking away. Here's the, no, it's not the shot, it is in the end. Had to get it clear, but not in the way that they would have wanted. For now.
It is a joker. And they're obviously going to select a penalty. That would be my Joker choice.
It's the game plan. It's got to put it away and fails to do so. Well, the Brazilian off target. And that card is kind of wanting to keep the ball out of the back of the net. That's where the shootout was between Germany and Argentina. This is lifted over, almost spectacular.
Cheeky little header there, just a slight deflection. That could have been 5-3. And of course, my good friend, John. And of course, just a reminder, 5v5 right now in match ball mode.
All in inverted commas. Peru needing a couple. Can they get one here? Say one-handed stop. All action start to the match ball situation, but here comes Qatar's terrific run. Now keeper's come a long way, spreads himself well. Needs to be pulled across the ear. Instead they take it outside, drilled in. And Peru hang on. For your man, or your VIP rather, of the match very quickly, and vote by name, allowing Qatar to get back into position. Get on. Trying to create some space for his side and does so.
That guy right there, Mehmet Diop, the Qatar goalkeeper, has been excellent.
That's a bullet shot into the chest and powered away.
Or closer, but in match ball mode, we've seen it done before, John. Anything can happen.
Searching, that's a lifeline. Tight angle. Well, from Juan Carlos.
AKA Rooney, what a finish. The tip of the cleat, far corner. Beating 2002 against Turkey, the tip of the cleat. I like it. Guy, you are director.
See what
here.
Qatar do here. That's a chance. Keeper all over the shop, just managed to spread himself. And from a very tight angle, they've done it! Very tight angle indeed. Shaqiri pounces just as Peru thought they were back in this game. Well, they were wrong. And in dramatic style, Qatar see off Peru.
First division, he was the best left back in the league 2 years in a row. And on the day, he is the hat-trick hero. A huge win for Qatar, not only because they clinched the win on their debut, but because ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome once again to the Trident Arena in São Paulo, Brazil, the land of the 2026 Kings World Cup of Nations. In just a few moments, we will be getting underway with Morocco versus Colombia, Colombia versus Morocco.
¿Qué pasa, muchachos? ¿Cómo están? Para desearles éxitos desde el día de hoy. No le copien a nadie, métanle con todo. Acuérdense que están representando un país entero y a mucha gente. Así que háganlo con mucho orgullo. Un abrazo muy grande y disfruten. Dale, chao.
Now time for the selection of the secret cards. As we have seen time and time again, these secret cards can always tilt the match in someone's favor. Morocco. And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. The final match of this second day of the competition here in Brazil. Hopefully we'll get some early goals in these first 5 minutes for the Battle Royale scale-up. Gaviria, he's got the support from Palacios. Finds the post. Almost 1-0, and then Morocco attempt the effort from way out. The idea was good, but if you want to score from there,
this early evening.
Palacios, here's Camilo, back towards Palacios.
From the number 24, just took a swipe and missed.
Here come Morocco now, it's lifted over. We're now at 3v3, 2 outfield players, 1 goalkeeper. Still no goals. This is David Loaiza. Colombia, Los Cafeteros are the current runners-up of the competition. Reached the final last year, lost to Brazil. Palacios up, over and out.
For the so-called weaker sides, in inverted commas, with Morocco, maybe when these earlier situations, when it's 2v2, 3v3, they've got a better chance, and this is the chance.
Can Morocco break the deadlock first? Fuad, blocked by Camilo.
Wouldn't take it on his left.
A little over 2.5 minutes into the game. Still locked at 0-0. Almost 3 minutes on the clock.
6.
The effort from range. And that's going to go down as a mistake for Camilo Gaviria. Morocco break the deadlock and draw first blood. Colombian booth. Walid Jadi, the number 98. The little bounce there just before the goalkeeper is what ended up beat.
Very early days. Great for Morocco, of course. A little bit of a psychological blow against the Colombians.
Here come Morocco once again. The effort is blocked by Camilo Gaviria. 5 matches, 2 goals, 4 assists at the World Cup last year. There's the header. Gently taps the outside of the net.
Way to go though here.
It's a great through ball, and it's a fantastic goal as well. Morocco double their lead. It's the Storman, Nadir Loua Dilk. What a pass from Sohaib Riktout. 2-0 for the Africans. Played the World Cup here in 2014. Colombia reached the quarterfinals, were eliminated by Brazil. And of course, he played for São Paulo FC, one of the big teams here in the country.
Yeah, a mixed bag, I think, with São Paulo. If you can hear the Colombian contingent, their booth is next door to ours, trying to drive on their side. We're trailing by 2-0.
Yeah, Mr. Steven is there, the content creator and streamer from Cali. There's the mistake. Angelo Caro almost punishes Morocco. Colombia restarts. Keeping in mind, we have entered the phase where the teams can use the precedent penalties and the secret cards. And it's a long set piece for Colombia. Caro lands it on frame. Not good enough, though.
The ball, as we've seen today, your 2-goal cushion. There's no guarantee that you're going to take the points at the end of the day. But psychologically, Morocco just maybe upsetting the South Americans.
Make sure to get your tickets for the final at the Allianz Parque on January 17th. Just head to our website, kingsleague.pro. You can find merchandise, statistics, everything about the competition, and of course, tickets as well. Make sure to get yours. Now Morocco are also having their sweet revenge. 2-0. We almost got some fireworks. Here come Morocco on the counter-attack. Able to restart with Katidi. Well, the Africans are going to try and enjoy some ball possession here. This is an excellent turn from Reguilá. Is he going to go all the way? Protection, of course, from violence, conflict, and poverty.
2025 Kings League and UNICEF join forces to promote key causes such as mental health, gender equality, and digital rights, supporting UNICEF.
Here come Morocco off the post. Let me just have a look at this play, John. Here's Nadir Loua from range, blocked. Angelo Caro on the turn. Foul on him. Carry on, buddy, sorry.
Just to finish off, supporting UNICEF's flexible funding so it can act quickly and where it's needed most.
The current runners-up. Here's the effort from range. Benitez, and Idrissi does an excellent job to pick it out of the sky.
Rocked here by those 2 early goals.
Almost 14 minutes past the halfway point into this first half. I was in Colombia this year, or rather last year, was in Bogota. What a city.
It's changed a little bit since I was treading the streets in Bogota.
Colorcito, play!
Picked 2 quick goals from the side in red. Set the tone for this one.
And Colombia team bolstering experience. There's the long ball towards the left-hand side. First time hit. To make the goal from there like that.
Out for a throw-in on this near side.
Colombia, as I was saying, a team that bolsters experience. Many of these players were in Italy. We can talk about Camilo Mena. We can talk about Lobon, Guti, Angelo Caro, John Palacios, Maro Ortega, Yao Arias, Julio Rodriguez. All those players were at the competition in Italy where they reached the final. Here's the effort from range. Deflection! What a save from Idrissi, such as Lart Bruxelles and the futsal team Char Le Roy. So What an effort from range! And that's going to go down as another mistake for Camilo Mena. This is not the Colombian goalkeeper we saw last year in Italy, but Morocco, that second goal scored by the number 48, Youssef Qatar. Used the replay, eye on the ball, the low.
In the center circle already, it's this crucial time, especially now for Colombia.
Angelo Caro. He's got the support further back from David Loaiza. Here's Maro Ortega trying to work his way inside, dispossessed. Here come Morocco on the counter-attack. Driven inside. Corner kick for Morocco taken short, over on the left-hand side. The effort is blocked. Loose ball. What a dangerous attempt there from Sohaib, from Youssef Qatar. Solid performance so far from Morocco. Many teams in the competition so far. Cut back! Off the post! Still alive, Maro Ortega. He's got the support further back from David Loaiza. This is Loaiza. We're about to wrap up the first half, just a few seconds away. Maro Ortega, right foot on it, deflection. Straight into Mustafa Idrissi. Round of applause from the Moroccans. Not
half time.
Brazilian streamers. Goes for the dice roll, and it's number 2, so it's going to be 2v2. The first 3 minutes of the second half. Ball drop underway. 2v2, of course, a scenario that allows for more goals.
And this scenario can change very, very quickly in the second half, as we have seen this afternoon.
Here's Angelo Caro. Loaiza. Can he go all the way? He's going to tee up Caro. And Colombia have their first goal of the competition. They cut Morocco's lead in half for the first time on the score sheet.
It may be
Here come Morocco. Loaiza, the sole man marking. This is Walid Jadid, dances, finds space, and he also finds the goal. Talk about a great individual piece of play, and drives it in for 3-0.
Yeah, wonderful balance. It's almost like a game of chess at times. You're trying to outwit your opponents. That left knee seemingly heavily bandaged up.
Yeah, the best goalkeeper at the World Cup in Italy is having some problems there with his left knee. The backup is the number 1, Felipe Uran, also a formidable goalkeeper. We stand corrected, John. Angelo Caro's goal not legitimate. Morocco lead 3-0. Here's Angelo Caro. Colombia now seeking their first goal. This is Guti. Forced into a tricky position. Angelo Caro now. Dances, lovely trickery, the layoff. Guti blocked by Sohaib. Here's Caro. And now Colombia have their goal.
Yeah!
Guti is going to claim it. This one is good. Angelo Caro is going to claim the assist. First time in the competition. Lovely little turn there for Angelo Caro on one foot, the pass with the other. He's Brian Guti, 3-1 on the scoreboard. Morocco respond in extraordinary fashion. Walid Jadi scores yet another.
Yeah, the grubbed out Gucci's name once, Angeleto's name once. I've had to put and Walid Jadi, the name of the game.
Underway once again. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. The remainder of the second half will be exhilarating, most definitely. Tricky there, the ball is lifted. It's a mistake from Idrissi. The Colombians unable to produce a goal out of that situation. Walid Jadi, look at this guy, brewing in confidence. He's dancing all over the place.
It's a suicidal pass, though, packed to his defence. They get away with it and come forward.
Accelerates, still going. He goes down. And Morocco, that Colombia want. And in the corner of your screen, you can see the difference there in reaction.
Extremely hard for the Colombians. Secret card
activated. Here's Sohaib. He went for the curler. Yeah. Activate their secret card.
Reverse penalty.
And it's a reverse penalty, so they are going to bet on Colombia's lack of confidence and nerves. They want Colombia to take a penalty kick, because if they miss, Morocco jump up to 5-1. Last year, played 5 matches, scored a goal. Can he score right now? Yes, he can. He finds the back of the net. The score remains 4-1. Benitez. This is Pantera in a tough situation there. Dispossessed. Now Morocco are trying to slice their way forward in the counter-attack by the pit bull there, Alberto Benitez. Kisses from Ilyas Maliki.
Yeah, Morocco was still in the driving seat. Still haven't wrapped this one up, of course.
It's steered away. Morocco win it back in the midsection. And from the looks of it, he's going to send it into traffic. That's what he does. A little too high, therefore. Restarting with the experienced David Loaiza. Good pass up the field. That wasn't a good touch there from Angelo Caro. Morocco with a counter-attack. Step over. Jadi. Great save from...
Buttons for Colombia. It was a fabulous save.
Here come Morocco trying to make the most of this situation with Sohaib Rectut. Colombia in a hurry to accelerate down that left flank with Brahim Nassarit.
Nicely done by Colombia to win it back, but can they profit?
Loaiza from range. On target, but not good enough to beat Mustafa Idrissi. Go is not here since he's checking in remotely. If Morocco used the precedent penalty, it'll be one of the players who will be executing not a penalty, but rather a shootout. That's an important rule. Since, of course, one be the surprise and share it with your friends. Secret card for Colombia. What's it gonna be?
To do something to turn it.
Goal times 2.
And that is the great card, isn't it? If you want to turn the game around.
Secret card.
Double goal.
So if Colombia score, inside! Anything can happen, and anything does happen. Colombia find the back of the net.
¡Golazo, Philly! Siempre confiamos en qué le pasó.
Loaiza was there, the man who can happen. Here's a service into traffic, the header from Loaiza.
Contest.
What an important goal, what a strategic way to use that secret card. They have the momentum right now. Colombia vying to keep the ball in their offensive third. There's a lot of history between these two teams. No one wants to lose. Bugaro to take it. Drives it back. There's a fake. The finish from Loaiza is on the clock. Mauro Ortega. Here's Pitbull Benitez. David Loaiza, the hero a few minutes ago, and Morocco have the counter-attack. Here's Nadir Loai. He's got support on the right-hand side. Colombia regrouped defensively, no longer with the double goal privileges, but they can still look for the counter-attack. It's a through ball. Palacios! How close was that?
Side that netting in the end. Very, very close to drawing them level. Great stuff from the Colombians who
puso muy bueno este partido, muy bueno.
Way through. Well, Colombia have come back, and they've come back very strongly.
An excellent game thus far. Morocco on one offensive drive here, one last offensive push. And that is the end of it for 3 down. We're going to be entering the fortnight match. That's right, buddy. You can find it in the chat, everyone. All right, underway. Match ball mode is underway. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. After what we saw over the course of these 36 minutes, you can expect an absolute dramatic end to this Morocco versus Colombia battle. On the through ball, interception there from Shoaib, accelerating forward, beats his man, goes down. And it's going to be a yellow card for Brian Guti.
Yeah, he'll claim his innocence, but I think he mistimed the challenge.
In the match thus far. Underway. Here we go. Walid Jadi smashes it in. And that seals the deal for Morocco. A huge win for the Africans on their debut of the Kings World Cup of Nations Brazil 2026. After 2 losses in Italy, they have their sweet revenge in Brazil. The Colombians, as you saw, absolutely dejected.
And Morocco, the better of the 2 sides for most of the match. Colombia coming back when they got those double scores out, made it a little bit tighter.